This YouTube video was presented by Screamscape, your ultimate guide to theme parks.
It's the Coaster Crew.
Oh my God, that was so much fun!
All right, it's time to talk about King's Dominion. King's Dominion. King's Dominion.
That's fine, and then we can talk about everything else that's insane. I'm so happy that you're here.
We're at the Garner booth here with Mr. Garner himself. He's the man. He's CEO, owner, and you build everything.
You
do everything.
Yeah.
Sales.
He's a legend.
He's
sir. I like to say I'm the legend, but this man
he is
an actual legend.
the legend.
Garner Holt from Garner Holt Productions here joining us.
Now, the reason why we bring up King's Dominion is obviously this past week they announced that they're bringing back the singing mushrooms, which is one of those legacy things that they had a long, long time ago. Everybody said, bring back the singing mushrooms. And so you guys are going to bring them back to life for us.
We are honored to bring back the singing mushrooms and the frog, of course. You know, you have the piano-playing frog that accompanies them. You know, but they are the singing mushrooms, and they were very popular, I guess, in their day. And I never had a chance to see the real thing, but we're going to bring them back to life, and I hope everybody will enjoy them.
Now, what kind of obstacle do you have when you're putting together something that existed so long ago, hasn't for a while now, and now you guys are brought in to bring it back?
Well, we've got some really good reference photos, and they were actually able to come up with a mold or two of the original mushrooms, which is cool.
Yeah,
because we know how the original ones looked, and we can build a few others that match the look of those characters, and then also the frog. So.
It's funny you bring that up because being the King's Dominion guy I am, we've seen those molds backstage just sitting there for years and years. We're always like, those are the molds for the singing mushrooms. We need to snag those and build a little, model or give them away as prizes. And now you guys have them.
We do.
You stole our molds.
We do.
The molds.
We will be recreating the mushrooms out of out of the original mold, and then we will make new ones to match for the other ones that we're missing. So.
And what can we expect with the singing mushrooms?
Expect a really nice singing group with a nice frog. We've got a lot more movements than they had originally. We have, our painters, and we do a lot of figures for Disney. You know, we do a scat of figures at the Disney parks, and we have some of the best painters and sculptors in the world that will be able to recreate these things and make them look hopefully better than the original ones were. But
it's too bad we don't have enough time to talk about all the Disney animatronics and everything else.
Now, Garner, in the event that some of our listeners, and shame on them, don't know Garner Holt Productions, that don't know you, could you go down some of your most famous projects?
Well, if they don't know us, they can look us up at GarnerHolt.com. But we have a lot of things on the website. But we've done scads of projects for Disney. We've worked on Nemo, and we did 4 Buzz Lightyears. Mystic Manor just won an award.
That's so cool.
Yep.
Haunted Mansion Holiday. We've done Monsters Inc. in a couple of parks. We've worked on Space Mountains. We've worked on Tiki Rooms. We've worked on Jungle Cruises. I mean, just a whole truckload of. We did the giant Phantasmic Fire-Breathing Dragon and the Phantasmic Show.
I got on Radiator Springs Racers last year.
Oh yeah, we did. We did 12 of the cars in the Cars
Incredible
attraction.
stuff.
Yeah, so we've been honored to work for Disney, and they've been nice enough to have us build a lot of the figures for them, and we enjoy doing that work.
Well, not only that, but you guys are also working over at Knott's as well with some of their stuff.
We just supplied nearly 70 figures for the log ride, and we're also now working. It just was announced yesterday that the mine ride is being rehabbed, and we will be building 60 or 70 figures for the mine ride now. So we're completely rehabbing the mine ride, and that was just recently announced, the rehab of that. So we're excited and honored to be able to work on that attraction as well.
And I know Dan's been going around, and just at the booth here, you have incredible animatronics on display. We especially were mesmerized by the unicycle man up on top of the sign.
That was one of the first figures I built to show people what GHP could do back in the good old days. He was built actually in 1989, and we've taken him to various trade shows all over the world, and he still represents the company well. His name is Wendell, and Garner Holt, and we are pleased to take him around and still show him off. People still enjoy seeing it and trying to figure out how it works.
That's the first thing that I was thinking. I was like, I don't understand how this works, or why it doesn't just fall down.
And we can't help but bring up Chuck E. Cheese as well, as children of the '80s. and our own Drew the intern, who is now bouncing up and down over here because he, at one point in his illustrious career of 50 million jobs, was indeed Chuck E. Cheese and one of the restaurants.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Well, we were fortunate enough to build over 475 of the restaurant shows for the Chuck E. people.
Wow.
We continue to work with Chuck E. on some new designs and ideas. In fact, we're meeting them here this year at the show, and we will be doing some unique and interesting things for them in the future, too, that I can't talk about yet, but it's going to be real exciting what you're going to see in the new Chuck E. Cheese restaurants.
Gives us an excuse to come back next year.
Exactly. And go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, look, he's
look at him, look at him. Go.
New stop for Chuck E. Cheese.
All right, well, we want to wrap this up so we don't talk to you about an hour and a half about all the incredible projects, but we want to thank you because you are, an inspiration and an icon, a legend. I am completely flustered right now. I love this kind of stuff.
Well, thank you. We're glad to have you. Come by anytime.
We look forward to some singing mushrooms.
And he's a fan of the industry himself. I know you write some articles for Ice Age on occasion.
Yeah, I was a fan before I was a vendor, and I still remain a fan. I love animatronics and furthering the art, and we're very excited about what basically we have planned some interesting things for the future, and we just keep watching us, keep checking our website, and watch the Mice Chat articles, and you'll learn more. So
very cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Keep up the great work.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.